Welcome to UXL, where you can learn new skills anytime and anywhere. Visit uxl.com to explore our full course selection. This lesson is part of a larger course. Check the video description below for a link to the full course where you can enroll. If you enjoy our content, please like and subscribe. For your convenience, the course cover displayed on your screen provides the complete course title and lesson title. Let's proceed with the lesson. Lesson: Advanced IAM Features. Advanced identity and access management features are essential components in ensuring robust security and streamlined operations in the AWS environment. IAM is a critical service that helps manage access to AWS resources securely. As organizations increasingly rely on cloud infrastructure, mastering advanced IAM features becomes paramount for maintaining a secure and efficient cloud ecosystem. One of the fundamental advanced features of IAM is the use of policies. Policies are JSON documents that define permissions for users, groups, and roles. They can be categorized into identity-based policies and resource-based policies. Identity-based policies are attached to IAM identities, such as users, groups, and roles, to grant permissions. Resource-based policies are attached directly to AWS resources, such as S3 buckets, to specify who has access to the resource and what actions can be performed. Using policies allows for fine-grained control over AWS resources, ensuring that only authorized entities can perform specific actions. Another advanced feature of IAM is the concept of roles. Roles are used to delegate permissions to users, applications, or services that do not have an IAM identity. By assuming a role, an entity can temporarily acquire the permissions associated with that role. This is particularly useful for cross-account access and for granting permissions to AWS services. For instance, an application running on an EC2 instance can assume a role to access other AWS resources without embedding long-term credentials in the application code. This enhances security by reducing the risk of credential exposure. IAM roles with a trust relationship are another critical feature. A trust relationship is a policy that specifies which entities are allowed to assume the role. This mechanism is vital for cross-account access, where one AWS account grants permissions to another account. For example, an organization might have multiple AWS accounts for different departments and use roles with trust relationships to allow users in one account to access resources in another account securely. The use of service-linked roles is another advanced IAM feature. Service-linked roles are predefined roles that allow AWS services to manage resources on behalf of the user. These roles are automatically created and managed by AWS, simplifying the process of granting permissions to AWS services. For instance, when creating an Amazon RDS instance, a service-linked role is automatically created to allow RDS to manage and monitor the instance. This reduces the administrative burden on users and ensures that the necessary permissions are configured correctly. IAM also provides support for multi-factor authentication, an essential feature for enhancing security. MFA requires users to provide 2 or more authentication factors to gain access to AWS resources. This typically involves something the user knows and something the user has. By requiring MFA, organizations can significantly reduce the risk of unauthorized access due to compromised credentials. AWS supports various MFA devices, including hardware tokens and virtual MFA applications, making it flexible and easy to implement. Another advanced IAM feature is the use of conditions in policies. Conditions allow for more granular control over permissions by specifying the circumstances under which a policy is in effect. For example, a condition can be used to restrict access to a particular IP address range, enforce the use of SSL/TLS, or require MFA. By incorporating conditions into policies, organizations can enforce security best practices and ensure that access to AWS resources is tightly controlled. IAM also supports the use of permissions boundaries, a powerful feature for controlling the maximum permissions that an IAM entity can have. A permissions boundary is an advanced policy that sets the upper limit of permissions an IAM role or user can have. This is particularly useful in large organizations where different teams manage their own IAM policies. By setting permissions boundaries, organizations can ensure that no entity can exceed the specified permissions, providing an additional layer of security. The concept of Access Advisor is another advanced IAM feature that helps manage permissions. Access Advisor provides information about the services that a user or role has accessed and the permissions granted to them. By analyzing this information, administrators can identify unused permissions and remove them, following the principle of least privilege. This reduces the attack surface and ensures that IAM entities only have the permissions necessary for their tasks. TAS, IAM Access Analyzer, is a powerful tool for identifying resources that are shared with external entities. It continuously monitors resources and generates findings when a resource is shared with an external account or publicly. This enables organizations to quickly identify and address potential security risks. Access Analyzer integrates with AWS organizations, allowing administrators to create analyzers at the organization level and monitor resource sharing across multiple accounts. The use of AWS organizations is another advanced feature that enhances IAM capabilities. AWS organizations allows for the management of multiple AWS accounts centrally. It provides a unified billing framework, consolidated access management, and the ability to apply policies across accounts. By leveraging AWS organizations, administrators can enforce security policies, manage permissions, and streamline operations across a large number of accounts, ensuring consistent and secure access management. Advanced IAM features also include the use of AWS Single Sign-On. AWS SSO enables centralized access management for multiple AWS accounts and business applications. It allows users to sign in to a central portal and access all assigned accounts and applications with a single set of credentials. AWS SSO integrates with existing identity providers such as Microsoft Active Directory, making it easier to manage user identities and access permissions across the organization. By implementing AWS SSO, organizations can simplify access management and improve security by reducing the need for multiple sets of credentials. The use of tags in IAM policies is another advanced feature that provides enhanced access control. Tags are key-value pairs that can be attached to IAM entities and AWS resources. By using tags in IAM policies, administrators can control access based on specific attributes, such as department, project, or cost center. This allows for more flexible and dynamic access management, ensuring that permissions are granted based on organizational context and requirements. IAM also supports the use of custom policies, which allow for highly specific and tailored access controls. Custom policies can be created to meet unique security requirements and ensure that access to AWS resources is tightly controlled. By using custom policies, organizations can implement complex access control scenarios, enforce compliance requirements, and maintain a high level of security. In conclusion, advanced IAM features play a crucial role in securing and managing access to AWS resources. By leveraging policies, roles, trust relationships, service-linked roles, MFA, conditions, permissions boundaries, Access Advisor, Access Analyzer, AWS organizations, AWS SSO, tags, and custom policies, organizations can implement robust and flexible access controls. These features enable fine-grained permissions management, enhance security, and streamline operations, ensuring that AWS environments are secure and efficient. As cloud adoption continues to grow, mastering advanced IAM features becomes increasingly important for maintaining a secure and well-managed cloud infrastructure. This concludes the lesson. We trust you found this video informative and engaging. To enroll in the complete course, please use the link provided in the description below. At UExcel, we are committed to your learning journey. Each course offers a certificate of completion, online support, and downloadable resource files to enhance your experience. If you found our content valuable, we invite you to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to supporting your continued pursuit of knowledge.